Hey guys, I'm back and I'm here with a new video. Today it's going to be a little different. I'm going to be sharing with you how I actually straighten out and style my install. So right now I do have some leave out around the perimeter, which would be the back, the sides of my head, and out at the top here. And the rest of it is going to be extensions from a hair company called Play Hair. I have done a full initial review on this hair, so if you guys are interested in checking it out, it's going to be here as well as down in the description box below. Everything you guys need to know about this hair and all the tools that I'm using throughout this video are also going to be down in the description box below. Like always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will get to those. But yeah, let's just get straight into styling, straightening out and bumping the ends of this hair, girl. Yeah. So you guys, I literally just got out of the shower. As you can see, I don't even have any makeup on. I haven't even barely moisturized or done anything. I just wanted to get on here and show you guys how it looks as soon as I get out. I did apply a towel so that I can dry up my body while, so that the water wasn't dripping all over me. But I take out the towel immediately after just because I don't want any of the water to seep through into the braids if it hasn't already, for me just applying the water in the shower, because it's harder to dry that way. You can tell what's my hair because it's obviously curly, and I am wearing Brazilian body wave. This is from Clay. I'll leave the link right here for the initial 2-week review and install of this hair. So I am gonna let this hair air dry. You can do one or two things. You can let it air dry or you can blow dry it. I personally don't want to put any more heat than I have to, and today is just kind of like a chill, relaxed day anyways. So I'm just gonna kick back and eat some food and chill out for the rest of the night. As you can see, I put quite a bit of Biosilk. This is what it looks like. Put the Biosilk on here so I can have some like serum leave-in. Now I did put I usually do put It's a 10 with this, but I noticed that the It's a 10 is weighing this hair down a little bit more than I like, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, it's good for my hair because my hair is so thick and coarse, but this hair is so like light and thin that it's too much weight, and I don't get the body that I like with this hair when I do that. So I'm just gonna skip that for right now, and then I'm gonna let this hair air dry like I said, because I don't want to put any more heat than I need to. Alright guys, so I'm back. It's the next day. I have my hair pretty much dried. There are a few spots in the back that are kind of damp. I don't know why I turned that on while I was talking. There are a few spots in the back here that are kind of damp, so before you get started, you definitely want to make sure that your entire head is completely dry. I know that kind of sounds stupid to say because it's pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised, girlfriend. I've been seeing people like literally steaming their hair off because their shit's not all the way dry, or they're wondering why it's not getting straight or it still feels moist inside. Well, that's because it's still moist inside. So you're gonna want to get your blow dryer, put it on like a warm setting or even like a cool setting, and just let it dry. Now, just a little tip, I like to go ahead and like pull a little bit, like just tug slightly on the tracks. I'm not completely pulling them out, or you don't want to do enough to loosen them. You just want to pull them a little bit away so the braid will lift from your head just slightly so that you can get underneath there and get the air. I also don't want you to put this on hot because you can burn your hair, or you can burn the extensions, and you don't want to do that. So keep it on like warm to cool. Now, an easier way to do this, if you have one available, would be to sit underneath a dryer. For instance, when I'm in the salon, it's a lot easier for me to go ahead and just sit underneath the dryer and put it on like a low temperature for about an hour. I'll sit there and I'll read a magazine, whatever I'm gonna do, or work on editing a video, or whatever you want to do underneath the dryer that you normally would do. Just sit there for quite some time so that you know that it's getting dry underneath within the wax, because you're actually going to be able to smell the like the foochiness of your braids from with under. So I mean, that's also good to know, because or to be aware of the smell, just because, you know, if you've had your tracks in for too long and is your hair so dirty and sweaty under there that you actually need to take it out. Because if it's too dirty and sweaty, like I said, you can start growing mold in your hair, and it's just not good for it's just not good for your health or for the health of your hair. So once you have it completely dry in there the way that you want it, last night I did show you guys that I did apply some Biosilk in my hair while it was damp or still wet. And I'm actually going to do that again before I start straightening. So I'm just going to put like a dime size. I did put quite a bit last night. It wasn't, I'm not putting nearly as much as I am today, just because my hair is dry and my hair will look greasy. And when my hair is wet, it more so sucks it up, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to put like a dime size. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, because my light is pretty bright today. So I'm just going to rub this all over my hands. And you want to start at the ends. You don't want to start at the root, because your root is the healthiest, your ends are the least healthiest, and your ends will suck up more than your roots will suck up, and you just don't want it to look greasy, and just start from the bottom pretty much. So I'm just going to rub this. For the most part, I want to make sure that I'm really touching my own hair. Not that I don't care about the extensions, don't get me wrong, or the weave. It's not that. It's just my hair is more important than this hair, because this hair is eventually going to get replaced by new hair. And the main goal is to protect your natural hair, hence the protective style of having my hair, or the majority of my hair, put away. So now that I have this in my hair, for the most part I can brush it out with my fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section this hair off. Now I do this with my like when I'm straightening my natural hair, but it's going to be a little bit harder, because obviously I can reach the scalp in my natural hair, and on this I can't. So the line isn't going to be too straight. I'm not worried about that. If you're picky about it, grab yourself a comb, girlfriend. And then I'm going to part this section down the middle. And then you're going to have 4 sections. And then I'm going to twist this. So I'm just going to wrap that around there, and I'm just going to grab a little clip, and I'm just going to clip it down. Now I'm going to be using my flat iron. This is the Neuro flat iron by Paul Mitchell. Turn this thing on. It takes about 30 seconds to heat up. I'm going to put it on 420. I like 420. I know that sounds like kind of hot. I'm going to take a small section from the back, and I'm just going to cross that part over, brush this out. And what I want to do is make sure I'm getting all of my little baby hairs from underneath here. So you can see how all of my baby hairs are all curly. Those are the first things I want to get to. Now, to smooth out my hair and to make it a little bit easier, I like to do like the chasing method. And the chasing method actually works very well for me, and it gets my hair extra smooth. But this piece of hair is like too small to do the chase over method. Yeah. So if you guys see it getting hot, it's not my hair burning, it's just the steam from any little bit of moisture that's left over from my hair in the back. So I'm just gonna get this brush, I'm gonna brush it out first, and then I'm just going to grab the flat iron and I'm gonna pass through. Now the second time I pass through, I'm going to grab my brush, I'm going to put it right here, and I'm just going to do the chasing method. And this is basically just brushing out the hair as I'm flattening it out. Now I don't care too much about the ends being like super duper flat because I'm probably gonna bump my own ends at the end. But as you can see, it's straightened very nicely and it looks nice and smooth and shiny and nice and flat. Now you don't want to go through your natural hair more than twice, and then the extensions, you don't want to pass the flat iron, I would say no more than 3 times. You honestly shouldn't even have to pass it any more than your natural hair, because my natural hair is curly, so of course I'm going to have to pass through more times than the straight hair or the Brazilian body wave hair, because the texture is obviously different and the heat flattens it out a lot easier and it comes out a lot more smoother and all that good stuff. Now I did mention in my review on this hair, which I'll leave listed right over here, that this hair had a slight fragrance and that I was basically just masking it with the Biosilk to kind of get rid of that beauty supply smell. But I actually was able to get out the smell when I washed it, so I'm really happy with it, because right now it doesn't smell anything like other than the shampoo and not the shampoo, the conditioner and the Biosilk. But keep in mind, guys, I really did actually wash this hair with shampoo. I know a lot of people like to just co-wash their hair and wash once a month, but I live here, like you guys know, in Southern California. It's super fucking hot out here, and you cannot do that, girlfriend, unless you just want to have a stinky ass head. You definitely have to wash your hair. Co-washing isn't gonna be enough. Like, if this was my whole head sewn down and I didn't have any leave out whatsoever, then yeah, I probably could do that and get away with it. But not if I'm going to be rocking like my own leave out. I'm definitely going to have to put shampoo in my hair because I just don't feel clean. So as you guys can see, I really didn't have to do the chase over method with the extensions, just because they're so already basically straight. But with mine, I'm definitely going to have to brush it out. You can see the difference right in here, and you're going to see how it doesn't necessarily get like super straight on the first pass. So that's my hair on the first pass. So yeah, girl, definitely going to have to give it another pass. And the reason why I like the chase method. So now you can see my hair and how much thicker it looks than this hair, and that's the reason why I say I have to go through my hair a couple of times. Now I did already pass through my hair twice, so I don't want to pass through my hair any more than what I've already have. I'll just have to come back to it again. But as you can see, this is already pretty straight. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other side in the back. The back portion of my hair, we're gonna start working on the front portion, and this is where everything's gonna start coming together, because right now I know it still looks like a mess, like what the hell, but trust me, it's all right, because we only have a little bit left now. So what I'm gonna do is get these sections, the 2 sections in the front, and then I'm gonna start from the bottom where my ear is at. So I'm gonna work my way upward. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slide with that clip in here, grab my hair, which is going to be all around the perimeter because I did have leave out so that I can put my hair in a pony. So I'm gonna grab the brush, make sure you smooth this down, and then get as close to my edges as possible without burning myself. Now if you guys can get that close to your edges, it's okay. Don't freaking like burn your skin off to try to do that, because when you bump your hair, you can always get close with the curling iron. It's not that serious. You don't want to burn your ear or your you don't want to burn your scalp, because you've done it before, you know it hurts. So I went ahead and did that. I might have to switch my camera battery, guys, because I'm looking at it right now and it's dying, but I'm going to keep going until it died. So I'm grabbing this next section, and of course this is going to be a combination of the weft now, and my hair is still in the front right here, if you can see the difference between the two. And the rest of the remainder of the top is going to be my hair until we get over onto this side, of course. So I'm just going to grab, this is the extension right here, and I'm going to grab it one pass through. Should be good enough. Boom. Straight hair. So grab my brush. And I like to work forward just because I feel like I can get close to my edges here in the back. And I like to get them right here in the front and then go like that. Be careful when doing that, because I've burned myself plenty of times doing that. So just once you get used to it. Or you can also use a curling iron. This is just like a simple Conair, and then you get the back of the barrel. Make sure that this little thing right here is flipped down though, because you can burn your face clean off, girl. And just get that part and just lightly rub it past your edges. And if you can see how smooth my edges are, I'm gonna get closer. Look how smooth my edges got now. So it works pretty good. Just gotta be careful and take your time. So I'm gonna save my hair till the end. So what I'm gonna do with the little bit of leave out that I have left is I'm just gonna twist it and then clip it back. And then I'm gonna start working on the other side. Flatten out my leave out that I have. So I have about this much leave out all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and part it down the middle, because I think I'm going to probably still rock a middle part with this right now. I've been liking the middle part, and you guys know I'm a side part girl, so for me to have been rocking this middle part for all this time, you know your girl had to have been liking it. So I'm going to go ahead and brush it to the side. And I'm just gonna get small sections, because the smaller the sections that I'm able to pull, the less heat I have to, the less passes I have to go through, because the heat will be able to penetrate through and actually flatten it out. So as you can see, one pass worked pretty much for this. side looks so good. So if you get the brush and you see, look how good that looks. Now my hair obviously doesn't look as bone straight as this hair, but I'm gonna show you how to work with that in just a moment. So I went ahead and did that. Now I'm going to go ahead and back in once more with the Bio Silk. And the reason why I do this is because that's going to allow everything to sleek down, and anything that's puffy or like the edges that are not laid down are going to be laid down now. Not the edges, the ends. As you guys can see, I don't know what I'm doing, like doing that little spicy drop. Trying to let you guys see how much I have. I literally have like a dime size, and I'm gonna focus this, like I said again, mostly on my hair, because this hair is like all nice and silky and stuff, but my hair is more coarse and I need some my hair has good amount of shine, but I like how smooth this makes my edges. I'm just gonna go ahead, I mean not my edges, I can't say my edges, I'm obsessed with my edges, or my ends I mean. I'm gonna keep doing this. Now this is perfectly up to you. Perfectly up to you. This is up to you. This is your choice. If you want to go ahead and go one more time to like bump out those edges on the ends. Edges. What's up with edges? To bump out those ends and get them nice and flat and, you know, looking like part of the extensions. But if you don't, you don't have to. So what I'm going to do though, to make sure that this blends seamlessly, since I really don't care for the bone straight look, but as you can see, I'm going to stand up and show you guys how good it looks, but you guys can obviously see the difference in my hair and this hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a curling iron. You can grab any kind of curling iron. And I'm just going to get the edges, or the ends. The edges, Lord Jesus Christ. I'm going to get a curling iron. I'm just using like a regular Conair curling iron. I feel like my hot tools one gets too hot for my, my hair. I'd rather just use this one. So I'm just going to bump the ends. So what you're going to do is get the curling iron, run it over, and then just kind of just barely curl up those ends. You don't have to go all the way up if you don't want to, but it's so thick that even if you went all the way up, it's not going to do too much curling. So I left that on for a couple seconds, and as you can see, the curl is so bouncy and it's just nice and curled. Now you can, if you want to, go ahead and let this cool in your hand, or you can pin it up and let it cool. I'm just gonna go get some food and run a few errands, so I don't really care if it falls throughout the day because I'm just gonna come home later and wrap it anyway. But I'm just gonna continue this in small sections. Now on this part, what I like to do is either get it and then curl backwards, or get it and then curl like this, and then it'll create that flip over method. But right now I'm just gonna curl backwards. Don't forget the underneath part. Like you see right here where my hair is right here, you got to make sure you're curling that part too, because if you don't, you're going to be able to tell that there's a separation there. So now this is optional. If you want to, you can pass it with Bio Silk. Once again, I know I'm using a lot of leave-in, but I'm only using small dime sizes so that I'm able to continue the use throughout the week or 2 weeks that I'm not going to be washing my hair again. So go ahead, and I just passed it only through the ends this time, and just make sure I again smooth out my hair and get that nice and involved. So now if you guys want to go ahead and fix your edges, that's up to you. I usually just leave my edges alone unless I'm going to be like going out for the night or wearing like a wig or something. For the most part, I don't usually bother my edges too much because they're kind of like curly on their own and do their own thing anyway. But yes, honey, this hair is slaying. I love it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's my straightening out my install or leave out and install video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment box below. You guys know I always get back to you guys. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful, and I mean that, guys. I love when I see you guys sharing the videos. It just makes me feel so happy inside, like, yeah, I helped the sister out. Now she's gonna let another sister out. Makes me so happy. I'm also gonna leave Portia's information down in the comment box, I mean the description box below, like I did in the last video. So if you guys want to reach out to her, and if you're guys local in the area, she does amazing installs. So guys, definitely get with her. She does more than that. Just check out her page. And yes, honey, like always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.